What better of a life can you say you have than someone in your top 5 or in your top 6 on Spotify knows you by name?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Welcome to another episode of the greatest movie review podcast in all of podcast history. Movies that don't suck and some that do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we got two more movies that we are going to review, plus having a news segment. And then at the end of this, Chris is going to tell us the dream he had last night about covering me in baby oil, which is weird. He keeps telling me about this.
Calm down. I told you that in confidence.
Oh, we will not be talking about that. That will be after the cameras. Join our Patreon if you want that story. Anyway. Coming up today, first movie that we are going to be reviewing this week is going to be Dream Scenario. It is the, what is the 6th movie, 3rd movie, 4th movie, 5th movie? How many movies did he put out this year so far? In this, one second, I have it as a fact. This is the 6th Nicolas Cage movie of the year.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, and this is Nic Cage.
That was your... Yeah.
Thank you. Look, can you just stop stalling and answer the question? What is your 3rd favorite movie of all time?
Paddington 2.
What? Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Paddington 2. Connect those dots. I mean, I don't want to be a snob, but...
I cried through the entire thing and made me want to be a better man.
Bullshit, Mom!
Paddington 2 is incredible.
I fucking told you.
And I don't want to be a snob.
So we're gonna actually we're watching Wonka next week. The guy directed Paddington 1 and Paddington 2 is directed Wonka. So
oh no shit.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he does a good job. Best of luck to him. You got to live up to Paddington 2 being called the greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time by Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Also in this movie, Lily Bird. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not get one for Lily Bird? Because I couldn't find one, if I correct. Am I correct?
You're right. Yeah, Julianne Nichols.
Yes, Julianne Nicholson was Julianne Nicholson sits in this movie as well.
Is that a new suit? It's flashy, no? Those lapels, that tapering. I see you got a nice new gold watch there, too.
What are you getting at, Marianne?
Not getting at anything.
Marianne?
You're dressing differently. You're walking differently. You're getting manicured.
I'm walking differently.
Yeah, I think you are. Your head and your shoulders, the way you carry yourself. You're changing, John.
I might be getting older, but I'm not changing.
It's Jimmy Bulger that's changing you.
Here we go.
Ever since you locked arms with that guy, you've changed. I can see it like the nose on my face. He's bad news, John. You're walking differently.
Yeah. So yeah, that's from Whitey from what's the movie called with Black Mass. Black Mass.
See, the thing is, I went through her entire collection. Like, I could not find where she talked more than like a minute in a row when I was trying to collect the clip.
Good job. You collected, you found it. Good job.
Oh my God, it took forever. That was like that one clip took me about 90 minutes to find. I'm not gonna lie. All right. All right. Also in this film, the wonderful a man who he's in so many movies, even in the background, and I don't think he gets enough props for it. So therefore, I had to give you a clip of what I think his best lead comedy movie of all time. Where he lead.
Okay, very fine.
My favorites, the one, the only, Mr. Ladies Man himself, Tim Meadows.
And I read, what is love? What is this longing in our hearts for togetherness? Is it not the sweetest flower? Does not this flower of love have the fragrant aroma of fine, fine diamonds? Does not the wind love the dirt? Is not love not unlike the unlikely not it is unlikened to? Are you with someone tonight? Do not question your love. Take your lover by the hand. Release the power within yourself. You heard me, release the power. Tame the wild cosmos with a whisper. Conquer heaven with one intimate caress. That's right, don't be shy. Whip out everything you got and do it in the butt.
Yeah. That's from Ladies Man.
Ladies Man.
Yeah.
Woo! There's so many different. I think I watched half that movie. Trying to get a clip of that one. Also, there are a bunch of other actors in there, so they're awesome. Like Dylan Baker's in this.
Dylan Baker's great, yeah.
Dylan Baker's great. Maeve Beauty's in it. David Klein is in it. Jessica Clement, who was in a recent movie that we just reviewed as well. But for some reason, I had this stuck in my head the moment I saw him in the movie. Mr. Michael Cera.
Fuck up, Jason. We're playing a game, man. Say cheese, baby. Hey, man. Hey, does this Coke smell funny?
Oh, fuck, Michael.
Fuck, no, that's fucking expensive shit, motherfucker.
Fuck, dude. I've never fucking done cocaine, dude. What is the fucking...
Well, you did the best shit possible for your first time, because that's good fucking...
Oh, fuck. I'm nervous, dude. I don't know
what is wrong with you. Look, he's freaking out.
I've never done this fucking drug before, man.
I will walk you through it.
Mike, no one...
I'll be your guide. You're
fine,
Chris. You're always fine. You got some in your mustache, baby.
What?
So yeah, this from this is the end where Michael Cera plays the fucking craziest character.
I know, and it's him. He plays himself as the crazy character. But by any means, I had to play that clip. So, anyways, this is the movie called Dream Scenario. It is Nic Cage's first A24 movie. We're going to be reviewing that here in just a little bit, and then, of course, the biggest news of the last 2 weeks. It came over from a place called Japan.
I've been there.
And it I know you've been there. I should have pulled pictures of you from Japan. I know I could have deep dived in your Facebook and got some.
Yeah.
I'll actually do that here in a minute. Anyway, the one, the only, the man that he's such a big name in the world. He's only named once. Godzilla.
Here we go.
Yeah, Godzilla. Now, Godzilla Minus One is the film, and now I would have pulled, I would have pulled clips for the people acting in this movie, but I don't speak Japanese, or whatever language most of them are talking. I know some of them are multiple different. Like I know one's a Korean actor, one's a Japanese actor, one's So I don't want to diss them. Try to act like I know what they're saying. I don't want to be that guy. So I didn't pull any clips of those guys. But here again, just for your listening pleasure, Godzilla.
There we go.
All right, Chris, tell them where they can find us.
You can find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. Go to w2 moviesnet.com. You'll find us there. All of a bunch of other cool podcasts. We're at Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on X at MTS Podcast. Go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You'll find us there. You give us a $1 or $2. Maybe we'll start doing extra stuff if we have subscribers. If you guys want merch with our...
Chris will get naked for money, people. Chris will get naked for money every day of the week.
Maybe. Go to bonfire.com. Search Movies Don't Suck and something if you want a shirt with our logo on it. We're also, if you're watching this Facebook and like that page, you're watching YouTube, so head and subscribe. And if you want to listen to us on a podcast app, just hit that subscribe button. So every time it's uploaded on Monday, it'll be waiting for you. What do we do for small businesses?
For small business, we like to promote you, put you out there because we're just those guys. And we just want to make sure everybody's happy in the world. And so we want to promote today one of a business I have become really good friends with. especially after this past weekend. And that is the one and only Cabin's Boy Brewery. Now, Cabin's Boy Brewery just opened up a new location where I went and helped do the opening for this past weekend. And that is the Cabin Boys Brewery Brew Pub. Now, look at the inside. And I want you to know, these are my pictures. I took these pictures here. The guy with the mohawk, definitely had to take him. Over 18 beers that they make.
Nice. Right
there on the tab. They had a great time. Look at the inside of this place. It is just awesome. It's huge. It feels homey. Like, this is a picture I took of the entire, like, dude, there's still, past that wall is still more bar. Like, this place is huge. And you know what, Chris? You know where it's at?
Where's that?
It is downtown Tulsa. Do you know where that? Right there where it's at. If you go behind where this picture is taking, only 3 blocks, you would go to the most famous musical venue in all of the Midwest. Cain's Ballroom. Okay. Yeah, is right behind it. So, I mean, great location. They got all kinds of beers. This is Bearded Thumlin. They got the Oktoberfest. They still have that going on right now. This is Castle Line. This one is Felix by Temptation. Right now, I am drinking the Hallows Triple. Oh, let's see if I can get it sort of. Oh, you know what I'll do? Watch this.
You try for ring light?
Yep, and then the Hallows Triple Stout Ale as well. They're good guys. Actually, the owner, him and his wife are really cool. It all started because he went out in the middle of the woods and built a cabin.
Oh, you didn't take
with
mushrooms?
her family.
I thought maybe he did mushrooms and went out into the woods.
No, they built this cabin in the middle of the woods with just reused wood. And then his wife was like, well, why don't you do something that you like? And he's like, I don't know what to do. And he started doing home brewing. So she's like, why don't you try doing that? Like this Saturday, a person I work with, his name's Josh, loves Dr. Pepper.
Hey, I did
right?
Me and Josh lived.
So they made him a beer called Dr. Josh.
Hey, it looks like me.
And it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
I'm excited to try it. I want to go there.
You can't try it. You know why? Because you can only try it in one place and one place only, and that is at Cabin Boys Brew Pub. So if you come down to Tulsa, I'll take you and you go try it. Okay. But it can't be canned because the sugars they put in it makes the cans explode.
Nice. Okay, so that has to come out of the draft. Okay.
Yeah, and they got food too. Look at all the crazy food they got. I had a burger and oops, where'd I go? Went the wrong direction. Nope, went the way wrong direction. Here we go. I had a burger and I had some homemade potato chips the other day while I was there. I tried their pretzel too. That was fucking fire. But their food is amazeballs. So if you're in the Tulsa area, guys, go to Cabin Boys Brew Pub. It is located at 223 North Main Street. If you're here for like Canes and all the above, like if you're downtown, like literally this is the perfect place to go get a bite to eat, get a good cold one. And it's 223 North Main Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Not only do they have the beers, but all the liquor they have in the place is locally made as well, like vodka, rum, whiskey, scotch, all locally made. Isn't that awesome? So it's not just local beer, it's local hard alcohol.
Dope. How close is it to the Bodell Center? Is it pretty close?
It's 3 blocks.
So yeah, if you guys want to go to the Bodell Center and then walk over to the brew pub, do it. Because it's
all in that same area. It's all in that same area. So if you want information on them, you can go to cabinboysbrewery.com or go to Facebook at Cabin Boys Brew Pub.
Dope. That's
your face is dope.
And you made me hungry now. So thanks for fucking long.
Well, dude, what do you expect? The only places I go are bars or food or venues. So I mean, all the venues I think we've covered like at least 10 times.
You can't do Canes again. You can't do Canes again, or you can do. I mean,
I can do Canes 100 times. I love Canes. Yeah. But the same time, you need to tell me where you go places. Send me some info.
Okay, I'll send you some stuff.
And people, if you're listening, just send us information. If there's a place you like going and you just want people to know about it, let us know, man. We'll be more than happy to promote it right here in front of our thousands of downloaders that, come out a week. We want to support local. We love supporting local. That is a thing, a passion of ours.
It is. All right, man.
All right, Chris, I think it's time.
Let's do it. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about Dream Scenario. Directed by Christopher Borgley. He's directed a bunch of shorts. One called one's called Softcore, one called The Altruist, one called Ear, and a movie called Sick of Myself. But this is a Dream Scenario starring the ever present, the ever bubbly, the ever beautiful Nic Cage.
Thank you.
And it also stars Julian Nicholson. Nic Cage with Paul Matthews. Also stars Julian Nicholson as Janet Matthews.
Is that a new suit?
Also, this stars Tim Meadows as Brett.
And I read, what is love?
And this also stars Michael Cera as Trent.
Fuck up, Jason. We're playing a game, man. Say cheese, baby.
That's one who says cheese, baby. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Dream Scenario?
Dream Scenario. Nicolas Cage stars as Paul Matthews, a listless family man and tender professor with an affinity for evolutionary biology and anxiety regarding his own anonymity. One day, he discovers he has begun to appear in other people's dreams at an exponential rate. As in life, his presence in these dreams is vital and non-intrusive. He's simply just there, staring indefinitely at the fantasies and nightmares of strangers. Nonetheless, he becomes an overnight celebrity and is soon showered with the attention he has long been denied. But when Paul encounters a dreamer whose visions of him differ subtly from the norm, he finds himself grappling with the fascination bargain of fame, and his dream selves start to now become violent within their respective subconsciousness.
So this is a comedy, right? I guess you call it.
Is it a comedy? Like, okay, this is the problem. I couldn't figure out what the fucking, I couldn't understand what it was. I needed to rewatch it again. I feel like this is one of those movies I didn't grab what it was until halfway through the movie. And then when I finally got it, and I was in. But if I would have known what it was when I started, I think I would have got more out of it.
I think I'd call it dark comedy. Like not as dark as it could be. But...
Okay, cool. It's a dark comedy because at first I thought it was just a sad fucking movie. I did not think to laugh at any of it. I was like, wow, this is depressing as fuck. Like, I was going Requiem with a Dream style with this, man.
Yeah. But it's ridiculous. It's a social satire too. It's like, look at the world when it comes to how you deal with fame, right. And I get the idea of this is like you have to deal with fame and all about cancel culture as well. Yeah. Which straight up mentions in the when he's talking to Tim Meadows. Now I want to say that Nic Cage, he's just so good in everything. Everything he does, he's just so good in it, and he's great in this too.
It's Nicolas Cage, like literally the guy. All right, yes, he's had bombs, but guess what? He's not the guy to be like, you know what? I bombed. I'm done. Yeah, no. I guess I'm done with acting.
No, he just does it.
He could have 5 bombs in a row, and it doesn't matter. He's going to keep acting because he is an actor. He's only wanted to be an actor his entire life. His entire family, I mean, his original name, what is it? The Francis Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's related to the Coppolas, which is just like a dynasty in the Hollywood area. And by any means, I believe no matter what he puts out, he's still going to be around acting. He'll be acting till he's dead.
So people were saying this was one of Nic Cage's most bonker roles, and I don't think he's bonkers in this. I think he's pretty down to earth in this one. As much as the movie itself is a wild concept. Like just like when I heard the concept of the movie, like I have to see this, right? And knowing that Cage was the lead in it, I was like, yeah, I definitely have to see this. So I liked it. now there's some criticism, especially when always saying that they didn't do enough with the cool premise. What's your thoughts on that?
They didn't what?
Do enough with the cool premise. Like the premise itself is just so intriguing. Do you think they could have done more with it?
I feel like, okay, this is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie takes a turn because basically of the character's guilt. I'm not going to say of what, when, where, and why, but, you know, that's basically why the character turns or whatever. I feel like they should have made it more like he was Beatlemania. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there should have been, when he was popular, they should have made it overly popular. Even though they filled up a classroom and they did I'm trying to remember some of the other parts that they did, like where people were taking pictures outside his house. But I still really feel like when he got on the airplane, there should have been like 1,000 people running after him. You know, like, you know, I think maybe if they counteract the build up as much as the fall, they could have done it a little bit more. And the other problem is not, and the problem I don't believe is Nicolas Cage in this movie, because I did have a problem.
No, he's fantastic in this movie. He's great.
Yeah. I don't think it's Nicolas Cage that's the problem. I just think every character didn't seem like it meant shit. Like him and his wife have conflict throughout the movie.
Yeah, they do. And
I didn't feel like it meant shit.
So you didn't have the emotional attachment to the relationships of the characters themselves. Like you didn't care between him and his wife and his daughter, him and his boss.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think every single character or whatever, I didn't feel the connection back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are several points in the movie I do feel it. Like, there's a scene with the daughters that you're kind of like, oh, that sucks. Da, 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 da. I think they should have gone a little more in on one of the directions, just a little bit more.
So I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I go into this every movie with Nic Cage with high expectations. I wasn't let down, but I was also kind of like, okay, that's it. I saw it. Like I walked out, I was like, that's the movie I saw. It wasn't. It's not bad at all, and I enjoyed parts of this movie, but there are parts that are kind of extra. You know what I mean? Like they didn't. Yeah. They didn't have part in it just sort of fizzles out. You know,
it does, and the ending isn't like. The ending was like, it made me like, okay, that's it. So like it gave me that feeling of when you watch a movie and it just seems like this is the day of a guy.
Yeah, it kind of fizzled out in the third act a little bit. Like third act, it didn't like throw it off the rails, and it just sort of like, okay, well, that's the end of it. But I didn't dislike this movie at all. I just don't think that there were people were heaping praise onto this, and I'm like, no, it's a solid movie. That's fine. And Nic Cage does what Nic Cage does, which is either act completely bonkers or do a pretty fucking good job. I don't. People were talking about like this Nic Cage's like Oscar, and no, it's not Nic Cage's Oscar, but it's a good movie.
I don't know if it's Oscar or not, but I know that it's like literally. I love the character he plays.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Is the best fucking performance I've seen even in 2023. Is the best performance I've seen in 2023 of even him. I don't think so.
I think honestly, if I had to think about the best performance this year, it's but
Chris
or it's
I will fuck you.
But it's not that. It's this movie.
It's not that. It's none of that. None of that. But let's get a few quotes in and we'll give our rating and move on.
Sounds good.
Why didn't I do anything? Why am I just standing there all the time? You made yourself a target when speaking when you're not supposed to. Get the analogy now? The reason you've been as my mind is you've been in my dreams lately as well. Do you think I'm that cool? You think I could emotionally take on an affair? Well, I guess I'll see you in my dreams. Show up on a horse with a huge penis. Oh, wait a minute. Who has the huge penis? Me or the horse? I have to kill you now. I hope I was behaving in those dreams. No, you're not. Not at all. One idea we had was that to have Obama dream about you.
Mm-hmm. Is that your cat?
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's my cat. I told you I have animal. Okay, guys, I'm watching animals right now. They're all fighting each other. I don't like any of it. Sorry if you hear animals in the background. Nothing I can do. You're just so fucking stupid. You overknow that, but you already know that. They had come bad dreams, and now they're not showing up to class. Trauma is a trend today. Everybody has trauma. You know what they call you? They call you Freddy Cougar at my school. We could probably get you on Rogan. You know, you could talk about your
I laughed so fucking hard at that. So much.
Now you can randomly dream of a 15-year-old Korean boy.
Mm-hmm.
I am your nightmare is not your title. Guess it's better than dream scenario. Oh, they said the name of the movie.
Yeah, it's like that movie. That's how they got the name.
I wish this was all real. All right, that's it.
My score on this is probably 3.6, 3.7. It didn't put my socks out.
Gosh, dang! I was so afraid that you're gonna super love this movie, and I'm gonna have to fucking bash it to the ground in front of you. I have to go 3 point. I'm gonna have to go 3.5. All right. I thought I didn't know what this movie was for like the first, like I said, I didn't know what this movie was for the first 20 to 30 minutes. And then after that, I finally caught on to the humor of it, but it was just so like, it was just like, I don't think they balanced the whole him being happy, him being sad, him being, you know, whatever, you know, like, I wish it was better.
So the thing is about this movie, and since A24 made it, and it's the first one, Nic Cage, which to me they seem like a natural fit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he likes doing weird shit.
But A24 always puts out such interesting stuff, and so I'm glad the Dream Scenario exists because I don't see Warner Brothers making this. I don't see Disney making this. I only see A24 come out of these super fucking weird movies. So I'm glad they exist, but again, it just maybe hyped up for me too much, but it just didn't hit the spots I wanted to. Not to say it's a bad movie, it's not. But going
No, I don't know what's in our appearance, something didn't go right. How about that? That's the best way to say it.
Yeah. And that's
something didn't go right.
Yeah. So, all right, dude, I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. What's the audience score for Dream Scenario?
Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage. Directed by Christopher.
Just kidding, dude. Don't be a dick. You're a dick. But I'm going to have to say with the audience, this is a 73%.
68%.
Damn it! Why am I like 5 off? I need to get one on the number again.
Audience says Nicolas Cage is great and Dream Scenario starts out strong, although the ending may frustrate about as often as it entertains. Okay. What's the critic score for Dream Scenario?
I'm going to say that they're going to market it something higher. I think this will be an 81%.
It's a 92%.
92?
Yeah. Critics consensus is come to Dream Scenario for career highlight work from Nicolas Cage and leave mulling over everything it has to say about pop culture's fickle whims. I'm going to read a good review and a bad review. This is from Waylon Barzy of Time Out. He says, Nicolas Cage is everywhere all at once in this dark and brilliantly dual-alley satire. And this is next one's from Alonzo Duralde of Breakfast All Day. He says, if I'd recommend it at all, it would be just see what Cage is doing here, which I think is really terrific. So we all, you and everyone can agree that Nicolas Cage is great in this. The movie itself is not as great as it could be, right?
Right. I wish it could be better. I love it. I love the good old Nicolas Cage. And I just want more of Nicolas Cage all the time. Okay, let's just do more Nicolas Cage, though.
Yeah, he's great. And I hope that the fickle nature of what people love, that never turns against Nicolas Cage in that one. Because there was a time when everyone loved Jennifer Lawrence, and then everyone turned against her, and I didn't get it. So.
Right, yeah, like there's sometimes like I don't understand when people turn against like actors. I don't. If you like them, like them. What the fuck? Yeah. Why like one person goes, I don't like that person, and then like 94 million people all of a sudden go like, hey dude, don't care. We're gonna all hate that person because that person says they don't like that person.
I feel it's gonna happen to Jenna Ortega or something like that. Like she's in everything nowadays, and people just get tired.
She's next.
Oh, she's next, you think?
Yeah, she's next. I don't know. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown went down, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think about like she's gonna be in the Beetlejuice 2, and as long as Beetlejuice 2 is good, people are still love Jenna Ortega, right?
I'm all about Jenna Ortega. I think she's awesome.
I imagine that if Beetlejuice 2 isn't good, they'll blame her for it.
Because she's the only new person in the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, it's time to get to the news. Let's get to the news. This is the movies that don't suck and some of the news. I'm going to read stuff to Chris. He's either going to have to tell me he likes it, because if he doesn't, I'm going to go to his house and kill him in his sleep. All right, here's some big news today. And let's start off the back with one of the saddest stories that's out there. You might all know him as Captain Raymond Holt of the series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but Andre Braugher has passed away at the age of 61.
Yeah, that's pretty
they
young.
said he just had a brief illness. Yeah, he had a brief illness. He's been on everything from Kojak to,
Homicide.
To say you've been on Kojak, Homicide, the series. The guy's like, been like he won and he's been nominated twice for Emmys. 1999 was the last year on which one was that for? That was Kojak. Homicide, Life on the Street was where he got nominated for the Emmys. Sorry to his family and friends and all coworkers and actors that worked with him. He was one of my favorite parts of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he will be missed.
Yeah, he was definitely.
So
yeah, he was young too, so it's sad to hear. Get some beard out.
George Clooney has stated there is a great script. There is a great script for a new Ocean's movie.
Oh, I thought
he doesn't want to call it Ocean's 14. He wants to come up with a new name.
What is it going to be?
What?
What's the new name?
He doesn't have a title. He's just saying, I don't want it to be called Ocean's 14.
That's fair, because it's kind of confusing.
And he's asking people to help.
It is kind of confusing when you have that going on. You're like, it can't be Ocean's 14. It's got to be something else. Like I don't know. Seaman. I don't know.
All right, Dwayne Johnson is a star as the MMA pioneer and UFC champion Mark Gere in Benny Safdie's A24 film, The Smashing Machine.
Okay, A24, they just want to do all they don't do all the fighting. They should do a boxing movie next after this one, because we're seeing the Von Ellick brother movie that are in call at the end of this year. So,
yeet.
Okay.
It is now set. Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to be in the summer of 2024. Should be released either late June, early July. Remember, the new cast members include Kevin Bacon, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Taylor Page.
Is this going to be released on streaming, or is it going to be
a
so I thought it would be a theatrical release. It's okay.
It's Netflix.
Oh, yeah. I just remember we had a Coming to America 2 come out on Amazon like a couple years ago.
Yeah. Forgot about that. James Gunn wants you to know that they're not just cameos in the DC world. They're all going to lead to something. The new DC universe is coming out, and there will be a bunch of different, in the new Superman Legacy movie, there's going to be Guy Guardian, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, Metaforio, and they're not going to just be cameos. It's going to go turn into something. He's tired of people using cameos and just getting people in the doors.
Okay, so these will be integral to the story, then, these people in Superman Legacy. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes. Demon Slayer has announced contact the end of season 3 at the beginning of season 4 titled Hashir's Training. The movie will be there's a new Demon Slayer movie going to be coming out, which now everybody that wears a Demon Slayer t-shirt can have a Demon Slayer 2 shirt, I guess, too. I mean, how many Demon Slayer shirts do you see out in public? I see a lot. I'm sorry. I see a lot of Demon Slayer shirts out in public.
Yeah, I'm sure also a lot of people just think they like the name of it. And you're like, nah, man. Yeah, watch the television program. But yeah, Demon Slayer, whatever. I see a lot of them. I see a lot of them. Yeah. It's weird though. Like, do you think someone would have?
The next.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The show that we all care about has been renewed for season 2 because there's no other show we give 2 shits and a fuck about that got renewed besides this show.
What show is that?
That's right. Twisted Metal is coming back, baby. Woo woo.
That's all right. Yeah.
Everybody is signed on. So I am so happy about that as well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I've not finished the first season, but okay.
Coyote versus Acme is now being eyed by Paramount and Amazon. They're fighting over the movie. If you don't know, the Coyote versus Acme is the one that John Cena will be playing in, and more likely if John Cena's in it, it'll make $200 million.
I want to see it bad. I was upset that they got dropped by Warner Brothers, I think.
Besides his Softworks and Marvel Games have announced that they are teaming up with Ekron Leon, the company behind Deathloop and the Dishonored series, to create a mature single-player third-person version of Marvel's Blade.
That sounds fucking dope. Honestly, that sounds pretty awesome.
I know. Because you're going to get swords, you're going to get you're going to get guns, you're going to get the car. You got to get the car at some point, right?
You get vampires you get to kill, and that's just always cool. It's always fun.
And it's going to be based more off of the new Marvel Blade that they're working on right now with
Marshall Ali.
Stephen King has told every writer out there, fuck you can't use his work anymore. Yes, the Stephen King's Dollar Baby program has been disbanded. So unfortunately, if you don't know, Stephen King for the last 40 years allowed you to buy his material for $1. He had an official website. You could go there and just get whatever script you wanted, or not script, but story, and make a script out of it and make a movie. Well, that is disbanded. What they confirmed on Stephen King's official website, the Dollar Baby program was disbanded December of 2023. Contracts issued before 2023 will be honored and will remain approved for 1 year from their as per terms of the contract. This will be no Dollar Baby extensions after the first of 2023.
So now it costs us tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a story from Stephen King, right? That's
correct.
Okay, cool.
I haven't. James Wan wants you guys to know that Aquaman 2, Momoa, and Wilson's performance together reminds him of Men in Black. So if you like the humor and the comedy styles of Men in Black, you will like the new Aquaman movie.
As Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, right? Okay.
No, I mean, Momoa has to be the Will Smith, right?
Yeah. And Wilson will just be the white guy.
100% confirmed this week. It was rumored before, but yes, it is now 100% confirmed by the man himself, James Gunn, with a photo on the good old Insta. Nicholas Hoult is our new Lex Luthor.
Okay, yeah, well, that's cool. Did you look like Lex Luthor or just hanging out with him? Okay.
Terrifier 3 has started will start shooting after in the beginning of January, with people like Chris Jericho, former AEW champion, WWF champion, coming back to reprise his role in the movie as well.
You must be excited about that.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Jericho. Jericho, baby.
Is he the one that the band Fozzy? Is that him? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Good way to go. You don't even know nothing about wrestling and you do that. That's awesome.
I know you.
Saw 10 writer. Saw 10 writers are not returning for Saw 11. And that might be a big problem.
Yeah, because Saw 10 was,
let's be honest,
Saw 10 was probably the second best in the Saw series, and now they're not gonna.
Not like it's in the top 3 at least.
Yeah,
in the top 3 at least,
Yeah.
at minimum.
Yeah.
And that's they're not returning, so everybody's fucked. Marvel announces that the Black Panther animated series that's coming out later this year is going to be called Eyes of Wakanda. They have retitled the Spider-Man series from Spider-Man freshman year, because originally it was going to be freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and all that. And that's how they're going to tell that story. It is now being called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man as well. So this is another one of the shakeups that are going on right now over at Marvel ever since everything has kind of flopped in the last couple of years. I mean, they had ups and downs, let's be honest. Ups and downs. Including, here's new information. Captain America Brave New World hires a new writer and scheduled additional shoots for mid-2024.
Oh, so be a minute.
So now the new Captain America Brave New World is definitely getting is going to be added more information to it. So they need to hurry up, because we don't know when how long Harrison's got.
Oh yeah, Ford. Yeah, he's at the point where something happens and it's over. Like he's that old. You know, he just won't wake up one day. You know what I mean?
Amy Winehouse biopic starring Marissa Alby as the iconic songbird gets a release date finally. It is said that it is going to be coming out May 10th on 2024. That's pretty close. We'll have that to look forward to. I know. We'll have to watch that between me partying out for my wife's birthday. I feel sorry for us trying to figure out the month of March and April coming up.
I haven't even thought about it.
I feel sorry. I haven't even thought about it.
I mean, February, I'm out for a week and a half, you know? I'll be in.
Oh my God, it's good.
Yeah.
I'll be in Texas for a week and a half for WrestleMania. I know. It's all your fault.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll be good.
James Cameron says Avatar 4 is going to have a 6-year time jump to account for the actors' ages. Who gives a fuck? Hope the movie follows. Anyway, Zack Snyder said he would return and restore the Snyderverse if Netflix owned the rights to his version of the DC universe. So basically, Snyder said, hey, dude, I don't want to work with Warner Brothers ever again. But if Netflix owned it, I would make the Snyderverse.
Probably because he liked so much making Rebel Moon so much, you know what I mean? You know?
Exactly. Even though Eddie Murphy's new Christmas movie, Candy Cane Lane, is considered stupid bad and it's given the worst reviews of all time of a Christmas movie, Eddie Murphy still breaks a Prime Video record. Eddie Murphy has received a low score of 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, continuing the streak of disappointing film. Murphy's highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes is Dolomite, which with a 97%.
Yeah.
But what it has won is that this is the #1 spot on Prime Video in its first day, which has only been done one other time by a movie, and that was Coming to America.
Yeah.
By Eddie Murphy.
We talked about that earlier, not knowing that would be the case in that one.
The script for Dune 3 is now finished. So Dune Messiah, which is based on Dune Messiah, is in the works. So we're going to get a Dune Part 3.
Okay, cool. I mean, I didn't think it'll fit all into the second one either. Knowing what the deal is.
David Ayer says, fuck all you guys. He wants to make a Scarface movie still. It's been 10 years since this was rumored. And he says, I created this rich and soulful journey. I know, I get it, but Scarface is like legendary.
I don't think we need to remake Scarface.
I mean, I know it's a remake.
I don't think we need to remake it either. I think it's fine.
You need a remake.
I think you shut the fuck in. No.
I think you need to remake Scarface. I need to kill you. Chris's favorite toy is getting made into a movie.
What's my favorite toy? Is it Furby?
That's right. American Girl Dolls
Yeah.
is getting pushed by Paramount to be made from Lindsay Anderson Beard, Pet Cemetery Bloodlines.
Weird.
The one
Okay.
working on this.
So they need to make this like a horror film, right? They need to make it like Megan, but with American Girl Dolls, right?
Right? It's like you have to. If you don't, then we're all going to die in the end, right?
I'm just going to say she's probably no Greta Gerwig. I was going to say that, honest.
You're not a whatever. I know where you live.
Mm-hmm.
I know where you live. Uncharted 2 is in the works. Wyatt Russell will never do any movie that is remakes of any of his dad's movies. Die Hard has made over $21 million in the last 2 weeks in the box office. Kung Fu Panda has just hired everybody's favorite Oscar-winning man that just came back into the acting world, Ke Huy Quan, and Viola Davis as well. But Chris, I totally forgot about this, and I'm trying to get through all those because this is the one that matters. The Golden Globe nominations have been out there. They're out there now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's leading the pack?
Okay. You asking me?
Who do you think is leading the pack?
I'm going to say...
No, I'm asking the other motherfucker doing a podcast with me. Yes, I'm asking you.
Sorry.
What the hell?
I'm trying to figure out. It was Barbie, Oppenheimer. One of those two, right?
All right. So I'm looking at it, making sure I'm reading it right. Mm-hmm. Tied. They don't say the number, though. Tied is Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Gotta be.
But Barbie should win them all, right? Fuck Oppenheimer. What did it have? Ooh, we can stand here and bitch about something.
I think you need to calm down. I think you need to calm down a bit.
All right. I think Greta Gerwig should win for Barbie for director. Let's see. Best motion picture.
Well, the thing is, Oppenheimer and Barbie are in separate categories. Because they're calling Barbie comedy, they're calling Oppenheimer drama.
Oh, this is for director. For director.
director.
For director. Best director should be Greta Gerwig. Best motion picture animated. Oh, that's gonna be a fight. It's between Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and the Super Mario Brothers.
I'm gonna guess that I don't think that. I mean, Super Mario Brothers is okay, but it wasn't amazing. It's just a really.
I watched it like 10 times, dude. It's fucking awesome. I love that movie.
That's good for you.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
So I'm gonna be watching. I'm definitely gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching Poor Things, and I don't know. If
Oppenheimer's only competition in its category is Killers of the Flower Moon.
For best drama.
That and Past Lives.
I've seen Past Lives, but this just is. It was in theaters. I had to watch it had to pay for money for it on Amazon.
Oh, The Holdovers got nominated.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm glad to see that.
In the same category as Barbie, though, so that's a fake nomination.
No, the Golden Globes are kind of like a joke almost because it's by the Hollywood Foreign Press, and so it's hard to like they never follow. But again, it doesn't really fucking matter, you know.
Here's the category I'm most upset by because earlier in the year, if you would have said who's gonna win Best Original Song and Emotional Picture, it would have been peaches, 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 peaches.
Yeah.
But I go out in the public eye, bro. And you know how many times on karaoke I've now heard, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like, I hear that everywhere on karaoke, dude. Everywhere. So it's obviously going to be I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I mean, it might be. Also might be.
Oh, wait. Oh. Best cinematic and box office achievement. I forgot this one existed. It's either going to be, oh my God, are you fucking kidding?
It's going to be Barbie, right? Or
No, it's not.
You going to say it's Taylor Swift?
Fucking Taylor Swift is in the category.
Why do you think so?
And she's gonna win everything, huh?
Why do you think she's gonna win that? I thought it was like talking about like how much money you made.
Because it's Taylor Swift. You don't piss off the Swifties, bro.
Well,
that's how you get her to show up.
I mean, but you think about like the biggest movie, Barbie made the most money out of anything this year. You know?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, Barbie was number
one. Not compared to the Swifties.
Well, okay, well, I mean, the money made the box office was Barbie.
All right.
But yeah.
Man.
All right, but yeah.
There's a lot. But anyway, that's the news. Oh, by the way,
when does it come on?
The director of Godzilla Minus One definitely wants to make a sequel.
Well,
all right, let's move on. That was the Movies Don't Suck in Some News. I told Chris a bunch of stuff. He has to deal with it or he's going to die.
All right. Godzilla Minus One. Starring, directed by Takashi Yamazaki, starring Minami Hamam. Oh, God. Minami Hambi is Noriko. Ranyosuke Kamiki as Koichi. Sakura Ando as Sumiko Ata. Kuronosuke Sasaki is Yoji. Monaka Aoki as Sasaku. Dude. Hidetaka as Kenji. Yuki Yamada as Shiro.
You're the one that took Japanese, man.
I didn't take Japanese. I went there. But
no. You took Japanese.
We took Japanese. You will do this stuff.
See, look. See right there.
Oh, you found some pictures of me in Japan. I still kind of had hair there. There's me. Oh, this is me in the tour gates in Mount Fushinari, and if you look at my back, that's all sweat, and that's me singing karaoke. And
anyway, continue, buddy.
All right. So this stars those people, and also. You guys strong for Godzilla Minus One? Yeah.
What's up, bud?
Storyline.
I'm trying. It's not loading up.
Here we go.
The world doesn't like us right now, Chris. But anyway, feeling as he is unfairly cheated death too many times, Shizuka Shami, a surviving kamikaze pilot, is attacked on Odo Island, along with many warplane engineers, by a gigantic monster. After the engineers die due to Shizuka failing to distract the monster, an overwhelming amount of guilt weighs on it, especially after a homeless woman and a baby move into his home. When he returns, Shizuka Sashimi, now on a personal mission, teams up with a large group of veterans to finally take down the monster known as Godzilla.
So this is not, guys, for you guys know, this is the Japanese, the OG people making Godzilla, because this is not Godzilla versus Kong. This is not Godzilla here. This is Godzilla as he's meant to be seen out of Japan. And this is the first Japanese one since Shin Godzilla in 2016, right? Is that what it was? Yeah. So, and if you guys don't know who Godzilla is, I don't know what's Rocky Millionaire. He's the most majestic creature.
It's Godzilla. Yeah. It's Godzilla. Sounds like this. Godzilla.
And why didn't we should have Matt Nova on this one? Maybe he would be able to talk about. But anyway, this I saw this. This was number 2 at the box office this weekend, or number
Godzilla.
3? Yeah, lots of them. Lots of Godzillas. This Godzilla is fantastic. I love this movie.
Chris.
Yeah.
all year long, I've said it's going to take a lot to knock Barbie out of the number one spot out of my top 10.
Wait, Godzilla's the number one movie this year?
I have no idea, but this is the best Godzilla movie in the existence of fucking Godzilla movie.
This is the best Godzilla movie I've seen. Easy.
Easy. No, I've seen them all. I've seen all. Let me see if there's one.
By the way, the movie that you have on us for Dream Scenario, not this movie.
What?
The movie fact you have it right now is for Dream Scenario.
Sorry, I went the opposite way.
Sorry,
I clicked on it. I was going towards my history. Sorry, my bad. Okay. There you go. It happens, people, especially when you drink while you're doing a podcast.
So,
but let me see how many of these I've not seen. Because I like the old school monster movies. Yeah, I've seen. If I've not seen one of these, I'm stuck. But this is the thing that even the American fucking Godzilla movies has been trying to do, but has not done it correctly. And I believe the same with most of the Japanese version of Godzilla movies that I've seen. All right. I did not care when Godzilla was not on the fucking picture.
Yeah, they really focused on the human element of this, and that's what really elevated it.
This story is not okay. This story is a guy who's lucky he didn't die in 3 massive incidences. I'm not gonna give examples enough because watch the movie. I mean, they all involve Godzilla, obviously.
Yeah,
and he survived those, and because of his PTSD, a survivor's guilt, is what we're going through. Why watching this fucking movie? And me being a person that has had survivor's guilt over incidences like being the guy next to the dude that almost got murdered, the guy that was murdered next to me. I'm sorry. Like literally, this movie just got me right here in the heart, man. Like I felt for this whole family, all these people. And it wasn't cheesy. It wasn't like, done like in the cheesiness where they're like, oh, I am the professor. Like.
No, one of the things I really like about Godzilla itself, just the idea of Godzilla. So Godzilla came out in the 50s. And this is right after Japan was half decimated by World War II. And so what it is, it disarmed Japan. Like there's disarmament. So they had this, Godzilla sort of represented the calamity that is there that you couldn't avoid with it's from the war-torn nation, and then this thing comes and they've been disarmed. So it's really about vulnerability, and so they really played on the fear of the Japanese people when Godzilla came out because they just kind of went through that, And this movie does. This movie, one, it talks about like where Japan is right after the war was over. It shows that because it takes place in 1945, right? And it's a way to see this. And the movie itself, it plays on human emotions. I squeezed a tear out of me at the end.
Oh, dude, no, by any means, it squeezed a tear out of me. And it's a fucking Godzilla movie, dude. I know I'm gonna go see a big rubber fucking lizard. I know what I'm gonna go see when I get Godzilla movies. And I was like, I was there like. In the mood, like to see monster destruction, but it was like they made me feel so much about the characters that it was insane. That not only it wasn't just this great, because one, let's just be honest, the physical look of Godzilla in this movie,
looking badass, he was looking awesome.
Like it is a mixture of all of them put together, and like it made it look scary. But yet, like, not intimidating, I guess would be. I mean, intimidating, but like
he also didn't much look like a T-Rex. He looked different, he
looked more like they combined everything.
Yeah, like a straight up fucking monster. Yeah.
But him, Godzilla, meant to me just as much as him, the main character, or him and her. As the main characters, or the two of these guys together, like literally, And if you can't read the subtitles, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll have a dubbed one at some point. But literally,
by the way,
I even have a struggle sometimes.
There's no plan for a dubbed one, which is fine by me. Like to me.
Yeah. I don't care because I can do the subtitles just fine. But I mean, like, look at this. The CGI is so great. Look, it almost looks like he's a middle man from. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but I showed another picture of Chris for everybody at home. Anyway, so Godzilla is. It was just, man, I did not think I was going to like this movie that much. I thought I was going to go see it. It'd be a Godzilla movie, and I'd be like, all right, cool, Godzilla, yay.
This is, of all the Godzilla movies I've seen, this is easily the best. Because it
has to be the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. I love Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong. I love that series with Bryan Cranston, Amelia Bobby Brown, and who else is in that series? I'm missing some names.
Oh, Brian Tyree Hansen and Brian Tyree and yeah.
Like, the lady from who played Norma Bates. I can't remember her name right now, but like, I mean, seriously, this I could not give you. It is the highest. There's 2 Godzilla movies rated higher than this.
What are those?
One is called Godzilla. Where's that? I saw it. It's a perfect 100% too. Though. 1995 Godzilla versus Destroyer.
Okay.
And that's the only one. Oh, no. Yeah, the other one was 3% less, and that's the original Godzilla. But, like, this one's at a 97%. Like, literally, people love this fucking movie. This is not going anywhere. If you get a chance, guys, get out to this theater. Get out to see this movie.
Oh, yeah, they did lengthen the American theaters. They decided to keep that longer because it's a movie that people want to see, and me and Neil got a chance to see this for theaters because you're not going to see a better monster movie this year. You're not.
No, I don't. Look, Godzilla! Like, oh my God, Godzilla! No, Godzilla!
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, you're not going to see a better monster movie this year, and also it's a pretty human story. They really focused on that to make it better. Honestly, that's what it did. It made it better. It made you care about the people that are being destroyed in this. It made you feel.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, in this new Godzilla movie, it's not about just the main creature of Godzilla. You know what? I know what it reminds me of now. Oh my God, it just blinked in my head. It was like Jaws.
Okay, yeah. In fact, I think I heard that the director was influenced by Jaws when making this movie.
That makes perfect sense because, like, you see Godzilla the 3 times or whatever when he attacks or whatever, but it was the fear of Godzilla, like the fear of Jaws, that makes it like, oh, is that Godzilla over there, or is that just like a dolphin swimming? I
heard a lot of people going in. I had a friend who went to see this, and he's like, all I want to see is Godzilla destroy shit. And after that, he's like, I don't really care that he wasn't in it for as long as I wanted. Like after we walked out,
but I mean, he destroys shit.
Oh yeah, for sure, he's there.
I mean, he's just like, hey, I'm here, bro. I'm just gonna walk through this building. I don't know why he's walking through that building, but he's just like, I'm here, bro. Gonna walk through that building. And like the creative way of how to destroy the creature. I mean, like, literally, if this is not my top 10 this year, I don't know what will be, because, like, seriously, this might knock some movies out. Like, I haven't done my top 10 yet.
Yeah, I have a
preliminary. I'll do the week coming up to it because it makes me.
Yeah.
Because all the work I normally have to put in this, I don't have to put into this.
Yeah.
With all the facts and everything. Yeah. So I'll just sit there and review and be like,
I have a preliminary top 10, but I know it's going to change by the time the week this month's up because we got like, I don't know, not really.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to go up.
I don't have to be really, but no, this movie really hit the mark. It hit it on the nose of why Godzilla is important and why there's still stories to be told with Godzilla and how Godzilla should be made. Like the remake should be made. Like
this is why Godzilla is an icon.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's read some quotes. So I got some quotes. I know how to write down even though they're in subtitles. Here we go. I'm amazed you could land that bucket of bolts.
It really made me, when I saw it, I was like, that reminds me of something like from like Star Wars, you know?
Why obey a command that says die honorably when the outcome is already predetermined? What the hell is that? It's Godzilla!
Oh. Sorry.
I just figure automatically if anybody says it's Godzilla, you gotta be on top of it, man.
All right, well.
All right. How is this possible that you're alive when you're a kamikaze pilot? Are you crazy? You already summoned danger and fear. Fate has brought us together as a family. If this is the same Godzilla as I saw, it has grown much big.
You said Godzilla, so I was about to be like, sorry.
At the end
Okay.
of it, come on!
Okay, sorry.
And this is the same Godzilla I saw. It has grown much bigger and powerful. What if I'm really dead already? And I'm just standing here acting like I'm not dead. Is that Godzilla? We will kill it with the power of the sea. Why am I always the one drawing the short straw? The war isn't over for you either. They're happy that it's time they will make a difference. Not being a war is something to be proud of, believe me. I will stop Godzilla! No matter what. Godzilla! Let's really take off. Can your war finally be over? And that's it. That's all I got.
So, what's your score on this?
This is one of my favorite movies of the year, bro. I gotta give it at least a 4.6. This is like literally, I cannot. Like, this movie made me feel during a Godzilla movie.
That's a high fee for you.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know how it made me care. Because, like, my whole life, I'm like, rubber monster movie. Yay. I'm happy it's tearing up shit.
Yeah.
But my thing is get stoned and watch the rubber monster tear up a city. Like, it's like when you watch Mighty Morphin. It's like when you watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when you're a kid. All you did is sit there and ate sugary cereal, smoked a blunt, and fucking watch the show. And, like, you know?
Yeah. So
4.6 has to give me 4. I have to give it 4.
It's a 4.2 for me. I liked it a lot. I liked it really a lot. But again, it's I don't know, man. I liked it a lot. It's a good movie.
I know. I think they did everything perfect.
Yeah. There was nothing wrong with it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like I think
it's like, what do I cut about?
Yeah.
Oh, you made the monster too realistic looking? Oh, you gave his superpower that he had in like the old movies, and now it looks cool the way you made his superpower happen. The acting in it sucked. No, it didn't. None of that happened. It was all kick-ass shit. This was, I cannot, like, literally, if I still owned a DVD collection, if that was my DVD collection of old Godzilla, this movie would be like right there and be in the top shelf of the movies I watched the most.
The best Godzilla movie I've seen. Easy. 100%. Like better than...
Easy by far. And so basically from both of us guys, literally go out, catch Godzilla. If you don't catch Godzilla in the theater, at least go to someone's house that has like surround sound. Yeah. Like it has to have that theater feel.
That rumble. All right. Yeah. On RottenTomatoes.com, what's the score for Godzilla Minus One?
By critics or people?
This is audience first.
93%.
98%. Audience says, an instant classic addition to the franchise, Godzilla Minus One has terrific special effects and a really entertaining story to match. Okay, what is the critic score for Godzilla Minus One?
97%.
Hey, you got it. 97, yeah.
Yeah! Woo!
It says,
I got one. Boom. Yeah, get it.
So, anyway, with engaging human stories anchoring action, Godzilla Minus One is one kaiju movie that remains truly compelling between the scenes of mass destruction. So I'm going to read a bad review and a good review. I'm surprised there are any bad reviews. This is from Adam Owinger, as Adam does movies on YouTube, whatever. The story of superior visuals and sound are at odds with the terribly paced story and the downright boring characters. All just feel so underwhelming, whatever. And this is from Leslie Philippine of The Guardian. She says, puts the trauma of history at the very center of the story, ultimately crafting a story about humans being. Oh, sorry. It puts the trauma at the center. I'll start over so I can cut it out. It puts the trauma of history at the very center of the story, ultimately crafting a story about human beings pulling together to heal and defeat an inexplicable force of destruction. So, yeah, this movie, like we said, it's not just a Godzilla movie. It's so much more. So, go out and see this. It's in theaters for however long, and if you miss it in theaters, when you watch it, go to a place where you can truly appreciate the power of...
This is like one of those movies you got to crank to 11 when you're watching.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
By any means, like, this is one of the best, like, movies that have been around in a long time. And, man, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how I'm not going to put this in my top 5.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Okay. I don't know. Like, if I don't, then you're just going to have to be crazy with me on it. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You're going to have to get crazy.
To go there and just whip your part.
I can't wait to see what Mark has to say about that shit.
Yeah. So Mark, guys,
if he even likes us anymore.
Yeah. We're seeing. So guys, we're doing the end of the year episode on the 10th of January at 6:30. So make sure you're here for that. But next week, Neil and O'Neill actually doing Wonka and Leave the World Behind. So
I mean, like when we talk to Mark, am I not supposed to bring up he hasn't invited me back for any wrestling things whatsoever?
Just leave it alone, dude. He's our friend. Okay.
Can I stab him in the kidney?
No.
Stab.
How long did you to Florida? Because that's where he's at.
I actually have an invitation to go to Florida, to Tampa Bay, 3 weeks after WrestleMania, to go see like 500 bands or something like that. Like, I don't know how many bands it is. I'll talk about it off the air.
Okay. All right, guys. You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're at w2mnet.com. That's number W is in W2 is in number 2 in moviesnet. Oh, sorry. w2mnet.com. We're there along with a bunch of other podcasts, including Mark's other ones. We're also on Patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Instagram at GS Podcast. We're on X at GS Podcast. We're also on Bonfire. Go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck. And some of the you'll find our shit there, along with a bunch of other stuff. And where do you find podcasts on Movies Don't Suck and some they do? Neil, what do you do for small businesses?
If you got a small business, just let us know. Tell us, email us, come up to us in person. Give Chris a wet willy in his ear.
Please don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that.
But anyway, let us know. We'll be more than happy to promote you in front of our millions of listeners or thousands of downloaders right here on Movies Don't Suck and Some to Do.
You good, man?
Chris, let's get out of here.
All right.
That's a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try, remember, you can be the dream scenario out in the living room. But when you're in the bedroom, be a Godzilla. a good night.